What is the value of the expression 5 plus 45 divided by 5 multiplied by open parenthesis 9 plus 9 close parenthesis? Which option do you think is the correct answer to this question? Everyone thinks this question is so easy, but it actually tricks a lot of people. Let's take a closer look and solve it together. Many people, when solving this question, first go for the expression 5 plus 45 and write this expression as 50 divided by 5 multiplied by 9 plus 9 inside the parenthesis. And the next step, they go for the division between 50 and 5. And this expression simplified to 10 multiplied by 9 plus 9 inside the parenthesis. And the final step, they tackle the expression inside the parenthesis and write this expression as 10 multiplied by 18, which ultimately gives them the answer 180. Then, without any hesitation, they quickly say that the correct answer to this question is option D. However, this answer is absolutely wrong. Also, some other people, when solving this question, first go for the parenthesis and write this expression as 5 plus 45 divided by 5 multiplied by 18. And the next step, they go for the multiplication between 5 and 18 because they believe multiplication has priority over division. So, this expression simplified to 5 plus 45 divided by 90. Then, they go for the division between 45 and 90 because they think division has a higher priority than addition. And they rewrite this expression as 5 plus 0.5, which ultimately gives them the answer 5.5. And immediately, they conclude that option B is the correct answer to this question. However, it's not the correct answer to this question. Alright, now let me explain step by step how to solve this expression properly. To solve this question, we must follow a rule that is called PEMDAS. And this rule, P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponent, M stands for multiplication, D stands for division, A stands for addition, and S stands for subtraction. We must follow the order of operations step by step from top to bottom. Okay, as you can see in the image, in this expression, first we have an addition sign, then a division sign, followed by a multiplication, and finally parentheses. We must start with the parentheses first, because it has the highest priority than the other operation. So, instead of this expression, we can write 5 plus 45 divided by 5 multiplied by 18. And the next step, we need to handle the division and multiplication, because multiplication and division have a higher priority than addition. However, it's really important to understand that in the PEMDAS rule, multiplication and division have the same level of priority. In this case, the best thing to do is to start from the left side of the expression and move toward the right, performing division and multiplication in order. So, first we perform the division between 45 and 5, which simplifies this expression to 5 plus 9, multiplied by 18. And the next step, it's time for the multiplication between 9 and 18, because multiplication has priority over addition. So, instead of this expression, we can write 5 plus 162, which ultimately gives us the answer 167. Therefore, option C is the correct answer to this question.